What's up, everybody? It's me, Michael Magneto 7 Crawford, and I'm here to invite you to get my book, Playbook to Production, Volume 1. This book discusses the fundamentals of how to become a music producer in today's industry. It covers things like how to monetize your music, how to stand out amongst the crowd, even how to pick the proper gear. If you want to be serious about becoming a music producer today, cop that book. Peace.
NEDO.
Very nice. Okay. Man, I feel like I'm coming in from the street. It's raining, right? I shake off my umbrella. I hang it up by the door. I say, "What's up? What's up, Tony?" Tony's like, "Come on in." I'm like, "Give me some coffee, man. Good coffee, black. Light and sweet." That's right. Welcome. It's the MAD LUCRATIVE Podcast. I'm with your host, Magneto 7, right here, right beside me. Get some claps. Magneto 7, baby.
Magneto 7.
And of course, my name is Sean J.
Okay, no, I'll take it. I'll take it from here. That was terrible.
I'm getting better. I'm still learning.
Yo, how did you talk through the intro music?
I liked it. That's what, like all the old 80s songs where it was like, "Yeah, girl, I know I see you dancing." The music's still going, you know? Those really cheesy ass songs.
That's the vibe you had.
Yeah. I tell you, it's like you make really good coffee shop beats, man.
Okay, thank you. Thank you anyway.
Like, I feel like I should be listening to them.
Let me do it again. Welcome to the MAD LUCRATIVE Podcast. I am the host, the one, the only, Magneto 7 in there.
That's right.
Along with who?
Not the one and only. There's probably a couple Sean J's out there, but I'm the one you know most of. So Sean J. There could be some Sean Johns, Sean Jacobs, Sean Joseph.
I already see where this is going. This is going to be the goofiest spot ever.
Dumb podcast.
So
the whole thing's Patreon exclusive.
So when Sean came in earlier, you know, we do our wrap up, so we try to figure out, okay, what are we actually going to talk about this week? And we both came to the conclusion that we did not want to talk about the smack.
The slap.
But we are going to pull out elements of the smack. So if y'all here for the smack, we got you. Matter of fact, what Dave Chappelle say? What did five fingers say to the face? Smack! Okay. All right. So first off, how was your weekend, bro? Your weekend was good?
Yeah, man. It was actually pretty crazy. But I've been doing some pretty good stuff. Hang out with friends, you know. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to elevate it a little more, some more to talk about, you know.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
So you didn't have any binge sprees where you went out and binged on coke?
No, not this time. Maybe not this month. No.
Ecstasy.
No, left that back in the past.
What's the other one?
What? LSD.
LSD. What did Walt sell?
Ayahuasca. Oh, Walt sold crystal meth.
Meth.
No, I've not done.
No meth binges.
No.
None of that. Okay, good.
Not The Rock, man.
Listen, if Sean did get into meth or coke or any of that stuff,
you
cannot be trusted.
You can't leave nickels around. No cord on the TV.
I leave the door open when you get here. I'll be like, nope, you gotta ring the doorbell, bro.
Knocking. You breathe into this real quick.
Exactly. But it's been a cool week, I think. Were you done about your weekend?
Yeah.
My weekend was decent. Was that this weekend? Yeah. So the whole smack thing just really took over the whole weekend.
It did.
It took over the whole week, really. And when I first saw it, because we'll recap it, but Sean brought out some interesting elements that I would like to speak on.
This is such an event. Where were you when it happened? Well, man,
actually, I was right here editing a pod.
Were you actually what happened? Oh, that's what you sent me.
Yeah, and I was like, the pod gods have blessed us. But so I got the text, you know, Shamir sent me, "Oh my God, y'all got to talk about this." So I looked at it and I was like, "It's not real." Like, no, it's not real. Like, He really just smacked him? So I looked at it. I looked at the body movement. I looked at the facial expression. I looked at everything.
Yeah.
I looked at the tone of the room. Like, did the joke really hit that hard? Like, you know when you're in school.
Yeah. I know what you're about to say, because no one in the room was like, oh,
Right.
Everyone was like, a little joke. Then he moved on.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you're in school and the bully jokes on you.
Yeah.
But the bully jokes on you, and then you be like, that wasn't good. But if everybody around you like, oh, and they start laughing, then it hits a little bit different.
Yeah, but I'd look around and be like, really, that shit? I'd be like, y'all dumb as hell.
That's not what happened. Everybody was just looking like, okay. What happened is after he came off the stage and said what he said, then everybody was like, damn. No, I think everybody was thinking, they must be acting. This is a good show. We are all actors in here.
The girl behind Will was like, is this really just happened? I think everyone was confused.
So it happened. Right? The smack happened. It is what it is. It happened.
The slapping.
I'm curious because the Grammys is coming up next. The Grammys coming up next. I want to see if somebody, does anything at the Grammys. But I was looking like, okay. First off, and I think you said something about how Will looked. Like, Will has looked sad.
Oh, dude, I said, like, this was a couple weeks ago. I was like, that dude's just, I mean, you could tell. Like, he doesn't look happy, man.
No.
I mean, you could tell he's stressed as shit.
Yeah.
And, like, all the articles coming out about just shit she's saying about him. I was like, dude, this Jada is not good. This relationship is not fun, man. I've been there, too, where your lady's just putting you down, man. And you're just like,
yeah, like,
fuck.
First off, like, you can't say, yeah, I'm married to him, but his dick is bad.
Yeah, it's like,
bad
dude,
dick.
if your wife immediately says that, man, reevaluate that shit.
Yeah, ladies, it's okay to not be your soulmates with your husband. Just find another one. Stay married, but find another soulmate.
It's like, how do your bros like not be like, yeah, dude, your wife is not great.
Yeah, she doing too much. She did way too much. She did way.
Yeah, we're married and we love each other, but she don't fuck me.
So I saw that, and I saw the after effects on Chris is not pressing charges, all that stuff. Okay, cool, I get it, great. But the real issue, like you said, was it's just being bald. Okay, we know that it's a
what's the
disorder
word?
that's behind it.
Yeah,
it's a disorder behind it. But what do you think about women in Hollywood, this ball shine?
Well, like I said, I'm like, bro, 50% of all men are going to get male pattern baldness, which is what we called it. But now apparently it's a disability. I'm like, yo, people joke about bald dudes all the time. Yeah, it's like fat dudes. You can't joke about fat women. You can go, look, everybody, bum 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 bum.
No,
like it's funny if it's a fat guy, it's funny. But if it's a fat woman, it's like, hey, no, plus size. It's just
exactly.
like it's still. Look, I'm sorry.
I was the fat guy for years.
I was big in high school, man.
Yeah,
I'm still big. Yeah, like so it's like. If someone jokes about it, I'm like, oh man. First off, fat jokes are like pretty low hanging fruit nowadays.
Yeah.
It's like, really? It's not even funny. It's like, oh, he is of bigger size. It's not funny.
It's
Same with bald jokes now. I feel like people are kind of moving on. But G.I. Jane was kind of funny. It's like you're an actress.
But was it?
But
did it hit though?
No, it wasn't. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't even mean. It wasn't even that funny. It was just like, it was a joke that everybody would have completely moved on from and not even remembered. The fact that he responded. That's what made the fact that he did that. You made it 10 times worse. Now everyone's making jokes about your wife getting fucked. So it's like it first turned it was a bald joke. Now it's a LOL. Now it's a you got cucked.
And that's the thing. This was I didn't want to cover it, but so long because I'm like, okay, ball.
Yeah,
we're okay with ball. We've seen the long ball, beautiful.
Dude, no, there's so many bald women in Hollywood that are like crazy.
Tiffany Haddish, she went bald, is beautiful. Like it's like,
yeah.
Who else is bald? The Rock.
Man, and dude, The Rock. You said Vin Diesel. Like
Vin
some
Diesel,
of the coolest.
Tyrese.
Yeah, some of the coolest dudes are bald, man.
Steve Harvey.
Yeah, Steve Harvey's bald as shit.
Jeff Bezos.
His head just polished bald.
So I'm like, okay, was it really? It didn't really It didn't do nothing.
Like Mad Max, dude. Charlize Theron, isn't she the girl from Mad Max? She totally shaved her head for the part. Hot as shit. Like, there's tons of women that are... Bro, go on Google Images. Look up bald woman. You will have to search to find an ugly bald woman. Like,
Okay.
a lot of them are pretty attractive.
I'm going to look them up, too.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, dude, losing your hair, like, it happens, like I said, to most of all guys. By the age of, like, 40, most men have some kind of weird pattern baldness.
Well, I'm trying to think of... Let's see. When did I go bald? I think my early... No, not even early. This was probably 08.
I have a cousin who
09.
lost his at, like, 17. Like, bald by 18. So it runs in my family. I'm gonna by 40, I'm gonna be bald for sure.
You might be bald.
Well, I'm gonna shave it by 40.
Please do.
I'm gonna have because I'll be looking like what Uncle Iroh, like growing hair on my sides but nothing on top. I don't want to look like that. So I'm gonna definitely shave before that happens.
So consensus are, at
Yeah.
least for the Mad Lucrative family, consensus are the joke wasn't.
No, a joke wasn't. It wasn't good, but it wasn't bad. Like I don't think anybody saying that deserves to get slapped.
Yeah. So
Like if somebody was like, "Oh, your husband's bald," ha, I'd be like, "I."
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. So
like dumb joke, Chris.
So we'll okay. So hopefully that sufficed y'all.
Yeah.
Everybody that sent messages asking if we were going to cover it, there it is. That's all
Yeah,
you get.
I'm
You're
sure
not getting.
people. Oh well, a lot of people think it was staged.
That's the other part.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the other part. For me, I'm looking like, okay, Will Smith is a icon
Oh yeah.
in Hollywood, right?
At least for the 90s and mid like 2000s for sure.
Right.
Kids nowadays are probably like, "Oh, he was in that one movie?" Like that.
Right.
I'm a big Will Smith fan back then. Men in Black, like come on.
Yeah, you're talking about big
what's the
box.
movie? Him and his son. Happiness.
Pursuit of Happiness.
Pursuit of Happiness, dude.
Yes.
That thing is classic.
So for me, the person that gave us Pursuit of Happiness snap and slap somebody, it just seems...
It's a little
You know,
weird. Yeah, I
it's-
feel like because like look at the Oscars ratings, dude. If you didn't hear about Will Smith slapping the shit out of Chris Rock, would you even known the Oscars was on?
No.
I wouldn't have.
I didn't.
I didn't even know it was this weekend.
Yeah,
or
I
last
didn't
weekend.
either.
Like I had no clue until I was like, oh shit.
You know what? That brings me to another point. I think TV you have to have those interruptions in certain shows to boost ratings, right?
Oh yeah.
Case in point, Steve Harvey with the Miss America,
Yeah.
and he says
Yeah.
the wrong one, and then he has to renege and go back. After that, people like, oh, I gotta watch it.
Tons of
I'm
people
gonna
watched
see.
it, yeah.
I'm gonna see what's going on.
You're right, man. I really do think because otherwise people like look at TV in a whole.
Mhm.
No one's even watching cable at this point.
No.
Like my mom, my parents, they watch cable still because she works for AT&T, so she gets it for free. But
I
still.
haven't had cable in years though.
Yeah, me neither. I've never had cable since I moved out. Years ago. I have never paid for cable once.
I think the last time I paid for cable was probably 2015, 14, something like that.
I never have.
Wow.
Because like I said, since I've been moved out, which has been years now, we've never had cable.
Wow.
If I want to watch something, I go on YouTube or
Exactly.
Netflix or something, or my brother-in-law pirates it.
We're gonna edit that out.
Yar, I'm just kidding.
Piracy is illegal.
Sorry,
Just
it's
to
called
let
torrenting.
you- Okay, whatever.
Was the FBI? Would you illegally download it? Yes, I would. Yes, I would.
Even after you got caught, it's like, yeah, probably would do it.
It's a song, dude. If you can face federal crime for pirating a movie,
It's still
that lets you know where the laws of this country
Oh,
are.
no,
Like,
yeah.
really?
yeah.
I get on a federal list because I pirated Shrek 2, but like I can't. I can't. I can go steal groceries,
yeah.
and that's less of a crime. Think about it. Stealing from a store under 1,000 is a misdemeanor,
Right.
but pirating a movie is apparently a federal offense or some shit.
Because there's more money that went into it.
That's funny though.
It's like stealing. Let's see, what's a Hollywood movie budget? About 10 million.
Oh, dude,
Okay,
nowadays, yeah,
20 million,
nowadays.
10 million. What? It's like stealing 10 million every time.
But you're not.
You are.
No.
Yes.
I didn't make a free movie. If I stole $10 million, I'd make my own damn movie. I wouldn't have to. I would pirate a $3 rent.
Okay.
You know?
You might have a point there. I ain't gonna lie. So, do white people call it bootleg?
Bootlegging.
Okay,
So
so
bootlegging is just the general term for anything that is illegal, but you also distribute, like alcohol. Bootleggers.
okay,
You know.
okay.
Anything.
So back in the day, I don't know if it still exists because I hadn't been to the barbershop.
This is the
in
illegal
years.
podcast.
Just mad illegal today, right?
Mad illegal.
So back in the day, we used to have the barbershops, right?
Yeah.
And in the hood, he's got not the hood, just barbershops. And the guy, the cookie man, would come through with a bag of Oreo cookies that was smushed up, and like it was mixed and churned, and then he'll sell each bag for like $1.
That's cool.
And it was great. Like them. Yo, Cookie Man, if you listening to the podcast, I need you to send us some cookies.
You gotta say his name 3 times and he appears.
Cookie Man, Cookie Man, Cookie Man. But anyway, so
Cookie Man.
Cookie Man. I told you I was gonna be stupid today. I'm
Candy
sorry. So the Cookie Man used to come through to the barbershop, sell cookies for $1, whatever. Then you go to the little machine and get another $1 water, whatever. And then the bootleg man comes through like clockwork. The bootleg man had every DVD.
Pulls out his coat. I got.
He had like a suitcase.
Grocery cart.
A whole suitcase of DVDs.
So he's like the dollar bin at Walmart, basically.
Matter of fact, okay. Truth moment. So when I was in college, you know, I told you I had a rental business.
Do tell.
Okay, so I had a rental business for the students that were, let's say, sexually challenged at the time. This in college. College now, not high school, college.
Yeah.
And they come to my dorm
That's a nice
room.
way to put it. Sexually challenged. That's very PC of you.
See, like that. So they come to the dorm room, and I'd be like, okay, what you need? I got $2 movie. We got whatever. I got some. Yo, I was bad. This looking bad. Smearing off. I sell them there.
Yeah.
I got my RA smeared off.
Sky vodka. What do you want?
Yo, my RA would be like, I see what you're doing. Like, you want a movie? Yeah. I say,
Yo, that's a cool RA.
don't tell. All right, let me get Sugar Bears.
Yeah, that's cool. He ain't a hall monitor.
No.
That's neat.
Yeah, so he'll come get something to drink. He gonna get a movie. He might smoke. Our dorm room was lit. So I can only imagine what it is now. Like it was organized. Like I was a businessman. Then I went home on the weekend, played at church. See how bad this is bad.
Only if you knew.
It's terrible. But anyway, I guess I was a bootleg man. You know,
That's cool.
it was fun. Like but I guess I would have got arrested too, wouldn't I? That's pirating now. Well, is it pirating if you're pirating porn?
Yeah, I guess it probably is. It's probably less of it. I don't know. I have no idea.
These are good questions, right?
Damn, I don't know. Because back then, I don't think they do it anymore, but when you bought a DVD, they gave you a code to download it. So you could download a movie. Mm-hmm. Now, theoretically, I used to burn CDs all the time. And that's probably like hella illegal now. But back then, it was normal. Like, if you owned the music, you'd burn CDs for your friends. Or your dad.
That's still pirating.
That's crazy. Well, shit, I'm...
That is pirating at its best.
Damn.
Yes, you too.
Call me Blackbeard then.
You too would have went to jail, sir.
Yarr. Would you like?
So, I think we're done. Ball.
I've got AC/DC's greatest hits. Would you like them?
So, I thought it would be fun since it's April. It's the beginning of April. We're going ahead and put a few of those things, April Fool ideas out.
Yeah.
April Fool ideas. So.
Type in the comments below. Who got you?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna get mad, people. I put number 3 on the way, and then I put the head down like that. So, of course, if you put that on Facebook, you'll assume that, it's a baby number 3 on the way. And then one of my friends was like, congrats. I sent him a text like,
bitch, got you.
Got him.
That's a pretty good one, though.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
But I don't want to jinx myself.
I was like, that's bullshit. I immediately knew. I was like, nah, you're crazy. I'm like, dude, I know you.
So, what do you think a good April Fool's is?
I'm horrible at it. Cause like there's no between with me. I could like make a horrible joke. You're like, what? And I'm like, I'm just kidding, man. Or I can make a really dumb, like, okay, I pranked my friend. There's only one thing I did.
Okay.
So all I texted her, I was just like, dude, are you serious? She's like, what? I'm like, you seriously forgot? Are you on the way? She called me. She was like, hey, what is it? I was like, no, I'm just kidding. She was like, oh, she liked it though. She was like, that's April Fool. That's cute. I'm just like, I'm glad you thought that because I feel kind of mean about it.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. What's a detrimental April Fool?
So there's April Fools and then there's April being a bitch. Like you're just being mean at that point. I would never do a mean joke.
What's the idea of a mean one?
I don't know. I can't even think of one. Like I guess
somebody died. Or is that even
or like posting a picture of you and your friend, but you've edited their face to make it look like their eyes are far apart or something, and then just gaslight them. Be like, hey, can I post this picture of you? Oh my God, no! Why? What's wrong with it? Why do I look like that? You always look like that. Then just like, I'm gonna post it. You look fine. Don't post that. I'm gonna post it. And then you post it, and they're just like, dude. Like I make their cheeks like real granny saggy, you know, or just like do something nasty, you know. I feel like that'd be pretty rough, but make it believable enough to people where they think that they look like that, and then tag them in it.
So, do you think it's levels to April Fools?
Oh, for sure. Like there's like bucket of water above a door, right? You know, which back then might have been funny, but now people have phones. So
oh yeah,
you can't really.
Okay, but phones are supposed. Okay, we're everywhere. I'm sorry, but phones are supposed to be waterproof, right?
Water resistant.
What's the difference?
Well, one, if you spill a cup of water, you go oops, and to wipe it off, and one, you know, it falls in the tub, it's dead.
Have you seen the guy? It's a group of YouTubers that go on and they'll do like the phone test.
Oh,
they'll submerge the phone underwater.
I know some that just destroy the phones for fun, like phone versus hydraulic press. What do you think's gonna happen?
But technically, it's supposed to not be messed up because it's waterproof.
In a way, I think here's my thing. Like my Samsung's been pretty good. I've dropped it in a sink before. I've dropped it like a couple times, and it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it has a limited number of times you can drop it in water before it finally gets in all the way, and then you. Like I know the bowl of rice thing is a myth apparently because I've used it twice. It does not work. Because the water's inside the phone. The rice won't suck it out. The rice is just there.
Yeah.
So I've used it so many times, and I end up getting rice on my phone. So it's detrimental.
Exactly. Now you got pasty rice all in your phone.
Yeah, you can't hear your phones. You have rice in it. You're like, what?
Actually, I think that might be what's wrong with my phone.
Mine too.
Cause I can't. Like, I'm sorry if y'all call me, and I'm gonna put you on speaker because I can't hear you. Dude, like, it just is what it is.
Even on speaker, his phone's like, So then I said, and I'm like, dude, I can't hear shit out of your phone.
Be like, why you act like you can't hear me? I'm like, I can't.
You'd be like, what'd you say? I'm not saying it twice, and I'm just like, I didn't hear you the first time. I promise.
That's another good point. So, what if you marry a woman, right? And
God willing.
Are you gonna marry a man?
No. Preferably not. If it comes to that, I've sunken
Okay. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying.
I promise we didn't smoke no weed before we shot this episode. I promise. You did?
I'm just kidding.
Okay, so say you marry a woman.
Yeah.
And in the beginning, y'all look good. Y'all converse. We're not gonna adopt conversate because that's hood. I don't like it. Conversate.
Conversate.
You marry a woman. Y'all converse. And y'all have a real healthy relationship, right?
And
then
but
it just starts turning.
Mm.
How would you deal with that? What kind of pressure do you think you would have?
What do you mean? But how is it turning? Turning like I still love her, but at the same time I'm like,
yeah.
That's what we were talking about yesterday. Where I'm like, that cute stuff you used to do is real pain in the ass now. What I thought was cute before makes me kind of want to slap you. And vice versa. I'm sure they get sick of you too.
I'm sure.
I don't know. Communication. Super communication, dude. I'm all about communication. Even if you don't want to hear it, I'm gonna bring it up. The couples who just like put stuff behind them or throw it in the closet, I do not get you. I don't understand. Because that shit's going to come back later. Times 12. It's going to, like, it's like not cleaning your room and throwing all that shit in the closet.
Okay.
Like, bro, that closet is just going to pile up. And
It
eventually,
will.
when you want to go in there and get something, you're like, fuck.
It can, but is, okay.
I will say, the longer the relationship goes, little stuff you might have thought about before now is just, nah.
Mm-hmm.
There's no sense in it. I think that's growth. Both of you know that shit's trivial, and you know it's not worth your time to fight about because you know it'd be resolved in real quick anyway.
Right.
And you got stuff going on.
Right.
But big stuff, throwing it behind you, no. You know, you got to talk about.
Well, I think the thing, okay, without divulging a whole lot of information, I think when you get into like a marriage situation, right?
Yeah.
At least for me, I learned early on. Like I think I can't remember which friend it was. I haven't got rid of all my friends. I got like a few friends still, but one of my friends was like, "Oh yeah, you're in the pissing contest stage," and I was like, "What does that mean?" He was like, "Well, both of y'all came from two different types of situations, whether it was relational, living wise, and y'all try to come together making one. So you're pissing for territory, like
Really?
mental territory." And I was just like, I don't see it. It's like it's happening. You might not know what it is, but it's happening. And that was a perfect analogy for how you can start communicating and getting on, I guess, one accord or on the same page for the people that don't go to church.
Do they mean like you're both trying to get comfortable and you want the things that you do to seem very comfortable to them as well as much as it is to you, so you kind of fight? Like you fight like, no, I'm going to do this.
Right.
And I want to see how much I can do it before you have a problem with it.
Right.
That's just any relationship. I feel like that's friendships too. You know, how much of myself can I be around it? That's what I'm saying. Communication, dude. Be completely yourself. I mean, you ain't gonna get any. It's hard to get a relationship that way if you are completely yourself all the time, because it's real strong, and they're not gonna. Unless that's how the strongest relationships happen too. If they love the shit out of you, and you are completely yourself all the time around them, what do they have to not like? If they really vibe, it's the people that try to go like real seldom. Like, yeah, I might be into that. Yeah, you know, you chill. Yeah, you get a lot more girls that way, but at the same time, you're not gonna get like dog girl who really likes what you bring, because the more shit you actually take out of that closet and put here, like, you think this is good? You like that?
Yeah.
And they go, no. You're like, well, I'll put that right back. Like, you can't do that because then you're never going to be yourself.
Okay. All right. So
for man and woman,
women,
you got to be like, just not screw that person, but you got to be like, nah, they didn't vibe with me. You know?
Okay. So now,
because I've done that. I've tried to turn into someone that they might like. That's how you get the most relationships, is by choosing what side of yourself you want to be around that person.
Right.
But
I agree with that.
That's also going to suck around friends too, because you're never going to be, you know.
Yourself.
That's why they say friends who date are some of the strongest ones, because you're yourself around that friend, right?
That is a whole bullshit.
What?
That is a crock of shit.
You know, it can go either way.
Okay, so
It could be horrible.
So for me, and I think me and Shmir kind of would agree on that. We hear a lot of our friends. And look, some of my friends might listen to the pod, so I don't even know. But we got some friends that went into marriage. It was like, on this day, I married my best friend. And I'm like,
I don't love that sometimes, though.
You liar.
Yeah.
No. Get the hell out of here. You did not marry your best friend. You married a person that you could trust, and you built the friendship after that.
Yeah.
But I don't think the idea of marrying best friends it can be.
I'm saying when it happens naturally.
Yeah.
When you both like each other, but then you're friends as well, and then you're like, hell yeah. I don't mean like random friends marry each other and then become better friends throughout it.
Yeah.
I mean, like.
So say you're single at 37. right? Say you're single at 37.
Possible.
And
Hopefully not.
right, hopefully not. Say you're single at 37 and you've already built up all of this stuff. Like,
Yeah.
this is how you handle this. You stayed on your own for this amount of time. You've been successful. So you got access to a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Not women, but just experiences. If you wanted to go to Aspen for a week
Yeah.
and just ski and do whatever, and just you could. You're just in that space. How hard? It's not gonna be easy for you to
No.
be, meet somebody and be a friend with them, because now you're gonna be like,
It's very hard. I'm already there. I'm 24 and I'm already like kind of there. Like my weeks are pretty set already. Like I know what I'll probably be doing 3 weeks from now. You know, because I'm busy. But at the same time, I see what you mean. Yeah, it's really hard.
Yeah.
I don't mean that like, oh, you gotta go make a best friend and then date them. It's different for everybody.
because
Some people meet one time and they're like, I need your number.
Mhm.
And then the rest of their life, they're like, that person was just it.
right.
You know? Like you meet a girl on a ski trip and then you're just like, holy shit, that is, I need to talk to them. And then like, I've had friends that have done that, you know?
That'd be good.
Yeah. So sometimes you got to just go do different stuff for sure. That's what I'm trying to do. I got to get out of this rut, you know, because we're in the same rut. You see the same people.
Right.
You're not going to meet anybody doing the same things. I don't mean just
But
going to a
then-
bar. Like you got to go do stuff.
But then let's say you in that same age bracket,
Yeah.
you meet a girl that's around that same age bracket, and then they're hands down, I need to have a kid. Because by
Oh,
40, what is it, 40 or something like that, where it just starts getting
Yeah.
you got,
With women after 40, it's with the eggs, right? You can't.
Yeah, something.
You have a lot less. Also, you have a higher chance that the baby can
has something wrong
have
with the
something
baby.
wrong with it. Yeah.
So you add that into the equation.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard for you to find a friend to marry
Yeah.
and have a kid with. It's like, ugh.
It is really hard. And it's even more hard today, dude. Oh my gosh, I can't imagine.
You gotta watch.
I already have people I've already met a girl today, not today, but I mean like in my age now, who was like ready to start a family. And I'm like, listen, I'm like, hey, I'm not into that. I gotta know you a little longer.
Well, it's good that you're in that space though.
Oh yeah.
I think, let's see, 24. I don't want to talk about my 24. My 24 was different. It was very different.
I wish that's kind of why I wish I would have went to college, man. Because some of the girls I've met on like online dating, oh my god, I have stories.
So catcalling is pretty. So the whistle, like the construction workers would do
basically
back
just
in the day.
be like, yeah, you know, the like New York construction man in the movies and stuff.
Okay.
Hey, darling, give us a twirl, you know, that kind of shit. You know, turn around for me, sweetie. Almost like
But it's funny. So you can't.
well, because I don't know. It's definitely something on Twitter a lot that, you know. But to me, it's gone like so far to the point where if anyone, just any random man says, "Excuse me," like I just want to say, like you're just really pretty. Oh my god, get away from me.
Okay, so
That's why I do. That's why I do not talk to women in public. I just don't.
So this is
I
okay.
just don't. I don't want
This is a
anything to happen, man.
Okay, this true story. I cannot make this up. True story. So, I told you that I was at Aldi the other day. I told you about that, right? The man. So it's an older guy.
I have a man story too.
Yo, I'll let you tell you. So it's an older guy. It's like
Your shit was weird though.
it was hella weird.
It's weird.
I was just like, y'all know me. I'm good. I told you I'm a good guy. I'm a good person. I'm a good human.
Believe me, I'm a great guy.
I'm a good human. So, in being a good human, I was shopping for the girls at First Me or whatever, and this old dude comes up to me pretty much with a fucking heart on. And he's like,
I did not know that.
Dude,
You did not say that.
So, bro,
Damn.
So, okay, figuratively speaking, because I didn't look down at his dick, but I'm just imagining. So, he starts to follow me through the store. And he like, yeah, y'all young ones y'all something else. So I'm like, what? So I ignore him.
Yeah.
I didn't pay him attention. He just said it loud enough, so I figured he was just talking to somebody else that's in the space. So I was like, okay, whatever. So then he gets like as close as I am to you, and he says, yeah, y'all young ones, y'all strong, long, right?
Wait, you want to find out?
Bruh. So I like, man, don't touch my arm.
That's
bruh.
fucking weird.
I was like, don't touch my arm, bro. It's like I'm out in here shopping for my family, trying to, get in and out. Just got off of work. I'm just chilling.
Yeah.
I see that. I understand that. Feisty. When is your birthday? I can't make this shit up. So
Not today.
And see, the thing is, okay, I got to paint the picture for you. So imagine Fred Sanford. You know how Fred Sanford looks. Imagine a guy that kind of looks like that, that's talking like that, but he on some other shit.
Yeah. Oh, you think he was like high on something though?
No, I think he was high off a dick. Like,
just really wanted to be your friend.
I didn't want to be that. I don't want to be his friend.
A strong friend.
I definitely didn't want to be the strong friend on that day. So he's talking, and I'm ignoring him. He already tried to feel my arm. I'm like, nah, I'm good. So I jerked back. Yeah. So then he followed me through the aisles, bro.
Yeah.
He was like, so when your birthday? So like, man, November, bro. November. I'm saying like that, like catch the hint, like get lost.
He want my social too, like,
bro. So then he says, I bet it's long, ain't it, bro? I can't make this shit up, bro. I cannot. So for me, I'm just like, okay,
that's harassment.
I got two options.
Yeah.
I got two options. I was like, I can, slam his old ass, or be like, yo, kind of make a little bit of a scene and get the hell out of Dodge, whatever. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna play it, cause you know me, I got a sense of humor now.
Yeah.
I said, I'm gonna play it. I said, all right, man. I'm like, man, nah, I don't even get down like that. I'm out here in these streets doing whatever. Okay. Like he getting.
Damn.
It's like he's getting off on bothering me.
Dude.
So then he walks off and goes towards the front of the store. And then the girl that works at Aldi was like, he does that to everybody. So I'm like, okay.
Kick it, ban him then. Why is he still in here? I'd be like, and you haven't done nothing?
So I'm just like, okay. If men were doing that to women, on the cat calling line
that's what I was just about to say. Like, women have a whole different problem that like we don't. Because like you said, I could slam his ass to the ground.
Right.
Well, women can't do that. So for them, it is actually kind of scary. You got some big dude, even if he's not big, if he's just bigger, I can see how that's totally scary. If The Rock came up to you and was doing that, I'd be like, bro, no. I'd be like, man.
I said no, man. Stop.
Quit touching me. You can kill me, bro. And you can't do nothing about it. So I could totally see how women, it is a way bigger problem. Me, I'm talking about just like someone just coming up, like, all right, my gay man story.
Okay.
I've been hit on at the bar a couple times. I don't think nothing of it. I'm just like,
MILF?
I'm like, nah, man. I'm sorry, man. I don't
By MILF or a man?
Both, but one is less fun. But I think a guy came up to me, he's like, hey, man, how about you drink? I'm just like, oh no. I was like, yeah, free drink, yeah. But I was like, oh no. I'm just like, no, I don't swing that way.
Today.
One time I was trying to find my friends. This is in Atlanta. I was regrouping with them. I was going to the Marriott where they were, and I was a block away. I'm like, yeah, I'll just run to you guys. I got my backpack around one shoulder. I was walking in the crowd because it's me. Ooh, look at them shoulders. I'm just like, thanks, man. I'm just like, and this was me. I was like 18, so I was like, oh, really? Cool. I was like, I didn't know I looked good today. I didn't think anything of it. So that's what I'm like.
I know you didn't.
So that's what I'm like. Girls who, like, bro, imagine getting mad when someone calls you good looking. That's crazy. That's why I feel like today there are a lot of women that definitely have like some kind of like complex where they can't even. But I do think it is subverted by those times where it's scary.
Yeah.
Which is why I know that they don't like all of it, because sometimes it's a little bit scary. Like, I would never do that kind of shit. I don't do that anyway, but I wouldn't definitely do it not at, like, midnight on a walk. You're like behind someone. But then I've seen videos where, like, this girl's bawling her eyes out on Twitter, talking about how some guy who was walking his dog behind her, like, he could have killed me. Like, dude was walking his dog. He got close to me. He said hello, and I thought he was gonna kill me. I'm like, bro, he's walking his dog. I'm like, dude,
they going crazy over hello.
There's a lot of, now this is I don't want to generalize,
Yeah,
but like, no, we've gotten to the point in society where, like, a lot of women are like, you can't. That's why I just don't talk to anybody in public.
That's sad.
I just don't talk to anybody in public, because, like, you never know. You never know if someone's gonna go home, and, like, there are times where, like, people will take a picture. Like I told you at the gym, bro. I wish there were gendered gyms, dude. I don't.
Really?
I would rather be in a gym with dudes where I don't have to worry about, like, is she done with the equipment?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm gonna look as she's not done yet. Cool.
Okay.
Like, there are times where people will, like, take a picture of a dude, like, he looked at me, like, post him on Twitter, and of course people will, like, grill her, like, bro's just working out, dude. Or, like, you come up like, hey, you done with your set? Like, I want to use the equipment, or, like, oh,
and they counting it as,
like, I don't want to. Yeah, there's sometimes where I rather even not, like, get on the treadmill next to someone. Like, I've done that, and then they get off and leave, and they go to the next one. I'm like, bro, I'm working out. I don't want to start nothing. Like, I'm not hitting on you by working out closer to you. That's where, like, dude, I'd be less stressed, honest to God, with, like, how many vids I've seen on Twitter where, like, women try to, like, ruin some dude's life because he glanced at her at the gym. Like,
that's weird.
It's kind of pathetic, but, like, it's called out. It's called out by women too.
Okay.
So that's why I'm not like, no, I'm not like woman phobic, right? Like, I know that there are plenty of people with sense. I'm just saying, we've gotten, in the world today, it's so easy to take a picture of someone, post it online, and say that they're, like, some nasty catcaller guy when, they just came up to you and wanted to buy you a drink or something. Like, it's so weird. It's weird.
So are we in the place where we can't accept those type of gifts in public?
I
right
still
now?
am. Dude, if a girl leaned out of a window of a car and went like, "What's up, baby?" Be like, "Oh shit, really?" I'd be like,
Okay.
Thanks. Like, but women, it's like, it's a curse that you put on them if you lean out of a car and you're just like, "You're beautiful." Some women's like,
2002,
which again I wouldn't.
Senior
do.
Beach Week.
Yeah. Oh no, Miami's free game. Anything
No,
in like
this was
like,
Myrtle Beach.
Still,
Senior
you're at
Beach
the beach. I feel like.
We're driving
Yeah.
in my Mustang.
Oh no, I know the story. I've heard this story.
I'm only bringing it up because I'm like, okay, if they have an issue with that,
Yeah.
then what issues are men okay with having?
Oh, it's
What-
double standard. Men are subjected to the most double standards in
Right.
society, dude. Like, we can't do so much shit to women that they can do easily to us. And it's like, not only is it automatically forgiven, but it's not even a problem.
Like that, when we were riding, it's broad daylight too. We're just riding, and I guess we called for that type of energy, but like, yeah, what up? That
Yeah.
So they like do this, they doing this all level. Two females. I can't remember what homeboy was with me in the car, but then immediately the girls go in the car, reach for our dicks. It was like, where y'all going? So it's like, wait.
Yeah.
I ain't
I'd be
gonna
like,
lie.
wow.
I ain't gonna lie. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
There's so many dudes who are like relaxed with sexual assault, or just like, oh, right? But if you reach into a car and we're digging for gold, yeah,
No,
you'd
you're
be
going to jail.
in a jail, yeah. Which I feel like you should, like that's fucked up. But like,
So would you consider that sexual assault?
yeah, by today's laws, yeah. I mean, that's literally assault. You can't do that. You've reached in beyond the personal space. You've entered the no-no square. Like,
Hold up.
you've gone
What's
past.
the no square?
What
is
you've never,
that?
you've never seen
Never heard of it.
That's it's not VeggieTales, but it's like VeggieTales shit. You never heard the jingle on like
No.
YouTube? It's like, no, don't touch me there. This is my no square. I cannot believe you've never heard that.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I learned that in like 5th grade, bro.
I've never heard of it.
I think we should bring that back.
The no square. We're gonna bring the no
People
square.
need to learn not to do that shit.
The no square. Okay. I'm gonna have to look it
But
up.
like I said, there's so many dudes that just don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You know some dudes that would be like, oh yeah, okay, and then like fucking that same car, while everyone else is like, bro, what? Like some dudes don't care at all.
That's
why I'm way more modest.
It's a I gotta find the article. It was an article that I saw. It was about a couple weeks ago now, but they were saying, are men becoming feminine on purpose? It's something like that. And they were talking about how the idea of being forward and being the pursuer is dead. The man can no longer do that.
Yeah.
Period.
I agree with that.
Really?
In a lot of cases, you got to be hot as fuck to do that.
Hmm.
Yeah, you got to be. There is attractive privilege for sure. If you're hot, you can do a lot of shit that normal guys cannot. Ask any girl; they'll never admit it. But if a dude comes up to you at a bar and was like, "Can I buy you a drink?" Like, "Hey, how you doing? You know, I want to talk to you about." They can do that. Now, a sweaty ass, not attractive dude does that. Girl's like, "Oh my god, no, get away from." There is attractive privilege, bro. If you're hot as fuck, like you know who I'm talking about. If you're attractive as shit, you can pretty much get away with any. Because some girls like very forwardness. They like intense dudes.
Right.
But if you're ugly as fuck, that's a phone. That's a 911 call. But if you're hot as shit, it's he's taking charge. Okay. He took my hand and then we danced. But like, you're ugly as fuck and you try to do that. Like oh my god. You get the bouncer, you get thrown out.
Assaulted
yeah,
me,
that's what I'm saying.
Me.
So there is attractive privilege for sure. That's why I'm like a 7 at best. So that's why
What do you feel like attractive privilege applies?
What do you mean?
In life, do you think it just applies to relationships?
Yeah, look at really attractive people. Sometimes they're like the most boring motherfuckers out there with no personality because they've been hot their whole lives. Like I know you've met some models, some women who are just like. All they are is, just not narcissistic. They don't know how the world works at all. They're boring. Yeah. Because they've never had to be funny. That's why funny dudes who then get attractive, like fat dudes in high school who then get hot, now you're the shit. Because you had to be funny to score ladies. Now you're hot and funny. Which is like you're a threat now.
And I was trying to go through my brain to see if that applied in any of my timeline history. Like
same with women, like fat dude. Now it's harder to be a fat girl in high school. That's like a fat guy, because girls are vicious.
It's harder to be a fat girl than a fat guy.
Not because of the guys, but because of the girls, dude. Yeah, girls are mean, bro. In high school, yeah. Guys like you, I feel like your best friends would not make fun of you for being fat. They'd joke, they'd like, "Oh, come on, man, you'd eat it, wouldn't you?" But it's love. They're like, "Yeah, I'm fat. I know, shit."
Right.
But. The shit I've heard girls say about other girls who are fat,
that's true.
It is mean.
Well, girls learn early how to talk and say things that cut deep.
Yeah.
Guys
are like, I beat the shit out of you. Like to other guys, I feel like I guess that physical violence was always there. But with women, but that's not true shit. In my high school, most of the fights that happened on property were women.
Really?
Yeah. I've seen some fights, dude. Hair pulling, smashing head in the wall. Yeah. Bro.
Interesting.
Some women are ratchet, dude. Are ballsy, more ballsy than men.
Huh.
They're radical, bro. Like you get some women that are top of this complete opposite end of the spectrum, and then like the nicest ever.
Okay. It's just a lot of points. There's a lot of points that come up when it comes to that.
There's too many variables.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well. I did not like being
no
harassed.
That's what I mean by
women.
Old
buddy.
Yeah, it's different. A woman comes up to you, and if she's ugly, you're just like, dude, like I'm not really feeling that. Even if she's attractive, you're not in the mind. You're like, bro, but you wouldn't call the,
No,
so it's a little bit different because again, what are they gonna do to you? And again, that's you could say so many other ways.
You know what? Even in that though, when men call the cops on women for domestic violence, you're looked at as a pussy.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, I've seen wrestlers who get restraining orders on their wives like, I mean, MMA fighters, you know, because they start fights and they know if they even hit once, that girl's dead because you are so powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And and the girls know that. So they know you won't fight back because you can't. Because if you do one time, straight to jail for you,
right?
not for them. And they know they can't leave a mark, but that's like still emotionally and mentally abusive as fuck.
It really is.
Yeah. I've had girls like that, man, who were just abusive as fuck, and they know you can't do nothing about it. So they'll do whatever they want, treat you like shit. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah, because you're the man. So
you got to get and you.
But even
They will laugh at you too.
But when the cops come, yeah, I'm gonna say when the cops come, they're gonna be like.
That's where you got to explain. You're like, dude, like, I think it's a little bit better nowadays. Like I've even watched this experiment. It was like a social experiment, right? It's on YouTube like years ago. We're in public. This girl was beating the crap out of the guy. Bystanders just laughing. They're just like, look at this fucking pussy. Well, I wonder what he did. Now, then they did the other one where this dude was grabbing her by the throat. Guys were coming out of nowhere to like beat this dude's ass. Women were coming up, calling the cops like already. Like it is a huge double standard.
It is.
Yeah.
So what can dudes do?
Nothing.
Like,
I don't know. Like be aware and be. That's what I think. I think the officers hopefully nowadays see it a lot, and they're like, nah. I've been to a lot of domestic calls where some crazy bitch broke in, like started beating on the guy, and then like fake dead on the floor. So when the cop comes in, it looks like he was beating her, and it works sometimes. That guy gets sent to that's what I'm saying, man. Women have this crazy. It's a double standard. It's dangerous too.
Yeah.
That's why, like I said, the MMA fighters, they had to get restraining orders because they're like, I can't lay a hand on you, but when someone is beating you, you anger. You want to hit back. You want to push back. But as soon as you do, she's like scrambled egg because these dudes are so powerful.
Yeah.
So it's really common. They say domestic abuse cases are not like 90-10. It's like 60 like 40. In terms of like, there's a lot of domestic abuse that are perpetuated by women.
At what point would you say things started to transition though? Like from the men not being the aggressor.
Yeah.
Because it didn't. I will say, if you would think about, let's say 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
Right. You may have had some domestic violence things going on where the women are the aggressor, but a lot of back in the day, the men did a lot of the damage.
Yeah, I would say.
So, at what point did it start transitioning to even being close to 40-60
I don't
or
know.
50-50?
I feel like femininity is kind of going out the door too. Like we even see it in our culture and media. We like anything that resembles, anything that is too feminine is labeled as sexualized. It's like it's not though. It's just like what oh, that cartoon character has boobs, or this person the boob. How could you put those on them? It's like, what do you mean?
They're doing that now.
Women have boobs. What do you mean? Yeah, I've seen a couple of cases of that happening where it's like, this is over sexualization. It's like because it has tits.
What?
Like what? So I feel like women are taught in Hollywood that if you want to be a badass character, you want to be cool, just act like a man. It's like what? It's like
I mean, Steve Harvey got the book, Think Like a Man, Act Like a Woman.
It's just, I don't know why Hollywood execs think that you have to be masculine in order to be a badass, cool, written character. You can't be feminine. So I feel like women are learning to just that, and I think they realize in today's society, I think they're finding that they can take advantage of it, which, as we've seen, you easily can, Mm-hmm. And then when it benefits you, play the victim. When it doesn't, play the aggressor. Men have a lot less of an option for that. You can't really play victim as a guy.
Okay, so I'm looking at, I looked up what are some examples of feminine energy. Just because I'm curious, right? I have a friend or a few friends that's in certain communities. I won't say just gay community, but just in different communities in general.
Yeah.
And I would like for me being a Scorpio, they would say, "Oh yeah, you have a whole lot of feminine energy going on." So for me, I just looked it up, and then
Scorpio to me is not feminine.
But
that's big bitch energy. So you tell me Scorpio's just
so you call me a bitch.
Scorpio energy, just like, so let me get your antagonistic,
But look, though,
intense.
it says what does feminine energy look like for a man, right?
Mm-hmm.
It says practicing loving yourself. You can truly embracing who you are, being playful and spontaneous, spending time doing things you love.
Why
is
is
that
that feminine
feminine?
energy?
It's not.
Being happy is feminine. What's men? Being a piece of shit.
I'm gonna look it up. So, go ahead, talk while I'm looking it
I
up.
feel like, I always thought of it as like, feminine, the moon, the masculine, the sun, like yin and yang, right? You got to have your, like in the old nuclear family, right? The old, like how it used to be traditional man and woman,
Okay, masculine energy. All right, I just looked it up. What are signs of masculine energy? Are you ready for this?
Oh no.
All right.
'Cause so far I'm feminine as fuck. So,
Right.
which is
Me too.
Great.
So powerful presence.
Yes, powerful presence.
Being undaunting and ambitious.
Okay.
Clarity of focus.
Women can do all of this stuff.
Generosity of heart. Largeness of mind. Strength of body. Yeah.
So women are dumb as fuck.
So this is what I'm saying. Like, so it says strength of body and resolve and fierce protective instinct. I don't feel like maybe that last one.
Yeah,
maybe
for
that
sure.
last
I feel like
one.
men and women like that. On average, women want to be. Who doesn't want to be protected, right? And who doesn't want a dude who if you're rolling with, you're good.
But the flip side of that is, why would a man not want a woman that can possess a lot of these characteristics?
I would,
too?
yeah.
Me
I
too.
would. Who does not want a girl who's
ambitious
also
woman.
ambitious,
So I think
who's large of mind? I'd rather date a woman who's large of mind. I don't want a dumb as shit person. Why would you?
so. It's just and everybody's using these words and they're throwing them around. Oh yeah, you're on feminine energy 100. I love it. Like I'm like,
But
it's
sure.
Just,
In that case, I guess I'm 50-50, which is what you're supposed. I understand what they're saying.
okay.
You're supposed to embody both to be like at peace with yourself. If we're talking like in the body, like the whole like in their body there are two wolves. One is, it's just like the yin and yang within yourself, man and woman. They're the opposites, You're supposed to be. Yeah, I get that then. You're supposed to embody both. You're supposed to have your dominant side and your submissive side. You're supposed to have here, like your hobbies, you enjoy little things and that
Right.
you feel with feelings, but then you're also supposed to have your ambitions and your logical side, your
That keeps you happy.
non-emotional side, where you can differentiate between things and not just feel instant emotion about something. You can think about it. I think that's what they mean by large in mind. Which I feel like men are less emotional than women at certain points in time.
My last couple of weeks. Unless somebody's been. I'm not gonna call them that. I'm not gonna call. But I want people to understand. Like, there's no reason to just throw loose statements out and seeing what shit hits the wall and sticks.
That's what that feels like. Yeah.
Yeah, like
large in mind. That's man.
Yeah, like I don't like it.
No,
I don't like it.
Everybody can learn to be all of these at the same time, no matter if you have a dick,
right,
or a vagina,
right. Because if you're married, why wouldn't you want your wife to protect you in certain environments?
Hell yeah, environments that you can't, like not every you can't protect every ounce of you with muscle.
No,
there's some conversations and debates that you have to be intellectually and emotionally powerful, so you could be strong as fuck, but you can't just be like, all right, you believe that? Throw hands with me. Like, you can't.
Yeah, like,
you have to be able to. I would love a woman who can, I don't know, if someone was digging at me or shooting, bad vibes my way.
Right.
She could stand in the way of that and be like, nah, bitch.
Well, even
that's cool.
It's that and some of the intuition. Like, it's been plenty of times where
Oh, your mother's intuition?
yeah,
Yeah.
and she'll, or even with my wife, she'll say, I don't think you need to do that. And then I still, the masculine side of me, like, oh no, fuck it, I'm gonna still do it.
Yeah.
And then I'm looking crazy at the back end. But you tried to protect me from this particular situation.
Yeah.
That's
Some women are psychic as fuck. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Women definitely have that like emotional intelligence that I think that a lot of men can learn from, for sure.
Right.
Because they've been, and that's why. And back to what you were saying, how in society that's not taught anymore. There's a lot of women who act just like dudes now, to the point where it's like, holy shit. Yo,
exactly.
I see what you mean. I know. Yeah, I know what you mean now. Like needlessly aggressive, and you can tell they're just imbalanced.
Right.
You know, women that just want to fight everybody. You're like, whoa. Not that men should be doing that either. No one should just want to fight everybody. But it's like those athletes, the women athletes that take testosterone.
Yeah.
On average, and this is like, you could search this, they are aggressive as shit. They want to fight all the other competitors. They're like needlessly, like they can't control it. You know? And here's my thing. I assume it's because we've had testosterone our whole lives. You know, and when we were going through puberty, boys have to learn to like rein that in. They got to learn to think logically when they want to break a wall, you know, and a lot of women don't necessarily do that. But now I think it's different. I think our hormones are all fucked up from the shit we eat.
That's what I'm about to say, it's the food.
And now everyone's just so everywhere. I feel like, you know, everyone's thyroids are going to fall out. I don't know. You know, look at your food, dude.
The thyroid is not in your thigh, I'm just saying.
It's not in your thigh, actually. You don't have two of them. It's your throat-roid.
The throat-roid. But, yeah.
Yeah, everyone's out of whack. Definitely societally, everyone's out of whack.
And I mean, I don't know where. And I hate being the person that will say something about it, and then now I'm the bad guy. Or I said something, and you feel like I'm agitating. Just
Just our opinion.
Just like the pinch. Yeah. The pinch. You know, I posted the clip of Fauci talking, and a few people were just like, well, what the F? Yeah. Like, you know, that's me.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was just like,
yeah.
No, that's everybody.
Yeah.
Like, having thought, free thought.
Yeah.
It still exists, y'all.
It's like, yeah, because I mean, I saw that clip. It was basically like, bro, like you
got
this,
bought.
You cannot deny this shit.
You were bought.
Yeah, you were. Yeah. Everyone's opinions, man. Like I said, do not listen to celebrities or influencers or even like you. Senators can be bought, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why can't doctors?
Yeah.
Like senators have millions and millions of dollars to fall back on after they've been insider trading their whole lives, right? Doctors have their entire careers that they've built over decades, right?
Yep.
And if they're bought or they're made to do something, you better believe they're gonna choose their career over you, for sure. They have nothing to fall back on. Like if you think someone can't be bought by leveraging their entire life's work,
right?
Of course they're gonna lie out their ass to anybody who buys them.
And people, we're gonna start wrapping it up, but just wake up. Yeah. It's not
emotionally, physically, mentally. Just know that there's so many variables to everything. Give the ugly guy a chance. Maybe don't be mad if someone calls you attractive in public. Like shit, Unless it's a big ass dude grabbing your arm at Aldi's at like night. That's fucking weird.
Yo, bro.
You are right to be like, get off me, bro. I don't care what gender you are. That's weird. That's weird. Don't do that.
I did want to touch on the legalization of marijuana, where we are now. Shouts out to the growers. So it's been a long time since I smoked, right? Who would you say benefits from the legalization of marijuana? The first group of people that come to mind.
Oh, probably the like manufacturers, right? The ones who make it. You know, the government probably tax the shit out of it, so they'll
Right.
they'll make money off it. I think people would just benefit, wouldn't they?
I don't know, cause I'm like,
Would people be released from jail?
that's
On-
my question.
People who
That's-
get more time than other heinous crimes get more time for marijuana? Like, really? Like, I'm sorry, if you're selling heroin to kids, you deserve to be in jail, right? But if you're selling weed to your boy Donovan at the end of the street, like, why are you in jail for that? It's weed, man.
Yeah.
I'm not like I'm not a smoke it every day and fry your brain advocate, but I'm definitely like, yeah, you should have access. People should bake with it. Hemp is like, aside from weed,
Mm-hmm.
dude, hemp is like such a pure resource, and that's legal now. Like, you can build stuff with hemp. Hemp takes CO2 out of the air when you grow it.
Now this is my question. All right. So it says it was $500 million worth of marijuana seized near California or Oregon border. Right.
Mm.
What are they gonna do with that weed?
Smoke.
I'm just
Yeah.
because I mean, you can't say, and I'm not trying to dig into the government shit today, I promise. But you can't say, I'm gonna legalize weed right here,
Yeah.
and then I say I'm gonna seize $500 million worth of weed, and then not give no context.
That's just the government, man. That's just like, I know some laws are not right, but like what I saw an article where the state would not approve for a staircase to be built at like near this old folks' home, right? So the community came and built it. Well, it was in direct violation, so the state came and removed it. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, some state laws are literally they're not good. They hurt the people
Yeah.
rather than benefit. Like, HOAs, man, infuriate me.
Yo, I don't even want to talk about HOA.
HOAs, what is and that's not even state law. That's just like a neighborhood, like, you can't do that. Why?
Well, my story with the HOA was, I told you, I filed complaint after complaint after complaint. And I kept telling them, I will pay my HOA fees. It was cheap. It was like $150, something like that. So
Yeah.
I will pay my HOA fee once per month once y'all come fix this leak in my ceiling in my second bedroom.
Yeah.
The way the building was made, kind of like the modern buildings are, is all flat.
Mm.
And if you get a water spot on a flat surface, it's going to find the lowest point and then drip inside the unit.
Yeah.
That's what happened in that particular unit that I had, right? So I filed complaint after complaint after complaint. I paid the mortgage.
Yeah.
I was paying the mortgage on time the whole time. They filed a complaint with me through the county. So then they gave me like, I think 60 days or whatever to get the fees that were owed to get them paid off. Then I was like, I'm still not paying y'all ass because y'all ain't came to fix nothing.
Mm.
Like, y'all, I think the AC unit went out one time. I paid to get that done. That was fine. Never fixed the roof. So I said, all right, cool. Came back another 6 months. Probably 3 months. The sheriff came and served me papers and said that the homeowners association filed a lien against your property. So I was like, how can they do that if I'm paying the mortgage? So then another 2 months after that, they served foreclosure notice. And I was like, yeah, the homeowners association is foreclosing on your property. So I'm like, how? How is that possible?
Is it because of the leak?
The leak and what they did. So the way homeowners associations can work, if they have some type of vendetta, I'll use that. That's more of what it is.
What it sounds like.
Against you, and they just want you to pay. They don't care if they did their part or not. You need to pay your association fees. And even like we had a pool, it wasn't even like fire. It was okay. I wasn't gonna pay it. Got the paperwork from the lawyer. They said, all right, we're foreclosing on your property.
Dude. Bullshit.
Foreclosing on the property. So at that point, I'm like, all right, cool. Y'all can have it. If y'all gonna do that, I don't want to stay here anyway. Like, that's nasty.
Yeah.
All from just not fixing the leak. So how can how can they have that many rights over your property
Yeah.
that you own?
That's the thing. The biggest gripe about America. It's like you don't own your home. Even if you own your home, you have it paid off. You still don't really own
You gotta
it.
pay taxes on it.
The government owns your home still. Like in Europe, in a lot of countries, it's not like that. You own that plot of land, you own it. Like they might punish you maybe for not paying taxes or some shit, but they won't. You cannot take someone's home, but here you can.
Yes, you can.
Because it's like you own it without owning it. That's why it's like all property in this entire country is like not owned. Technically, it is, but it's not, and that's terrifying.
Property in this country is a form of an asset.
Yeah, it's an
That's
asset.
it.
You don't.
It's
really,
not a, like you said, a tangible something you own. Like you have land that you grow a farm on. You take the fruit
Yeah.
and the vegetables off the land. You own that.
My thing is if they can take it away, you don't own it. Even if you own it, no matter how many times on paper it says you own this, if they can take it away somehow, you don't own it.
No, you don't.
It's like a parent giving a kid a toy house. Any moment they could throw that shit
Yeah.
outside in the dumpster.
Yeah.
Man.
So I got a lot of questions as it relates to where they're going with the weed stuff, how they're going to legalize it. Is the stipulations going to be the people that we locked up?
Yeah.
What do people say? The black and brown people that were locked up, are they going to get released? That got locked up for selling weed?
Anybody, man.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if that's the case, then cool.
Ask Kamala about that.
I told you I wasn't going to get into the talk today.
She sure does love throwing away the key.
Yeah.
Not anymore, though. Right? Right?
We'll see. Anyway, we got family business. We still need. I took notes too, Sean.
Good.
I take notes for where we have no ads to run today too, so we're not
Damn.
making no money. Oh, we didn't talk about your concert.
Well, it's not a concert. It's a show.
Okay, tell the people about you. Matter of fact, if we can get Sean a date for the show, that's what.
Well, that's if I just want someone to go with. I don't want a date. I mean, that'd be nice, but yeah.
We want Sean to have a date. So tell him about the concert, the show that you want to go to.
You know, it's a comedian that I've always liked since I was a kid, and he was like my age now when I was watching him back then.
Okay.
He was like 20s, and I
Okay.
watched him as like I was so little, man. I was young.
What's the comedian's name?
And I watched Owen Rogers.
Okay.
Yeah, so he had like a comedy group that he was with for a long time ago, and then he kind of went solo and did just YouTube videos because he was a YouTuber for a long time. You know, he would tell stories, like funny comedic stories, and people would start animating these stories too. So then he'd post those, and then he started to do like tour dates and stuff. One of his first ones, he came to Atlanta and I saw him, so I met him. That shit was, dude, I'll be honest, I stood in line for like 3 hours.
I've
to go
never
see
seen this guy before.
We got to talk to him, we hung out, and then I met him again at this, so he lives in Nashville, Tennessee, or he used to, right? He had this soda parlor that he made. It was like he opened up like the soda parlor, right? So we
Okay.
went for the grand opening of it because we like road trips anyway, right? Nashville's like 4 hours from us.
Right.
That's a cool day trip. So we went there for like the whole day, spent the whole day in Nashville. We were there for the whole grand opening and shit. It was so cool. Got to meet him, got to talk to him. He signed my shirt. And like years fast forward, I think I met him again or something. We went back, some event they were doing, just had a good time. Now I'm like 24 and he's going on tour. He makes like shows too now.
Okay.
So he's like just kept getting bigger and bigger. And now he's making shows off like TBS or something. I forget what, I don't remember.
I'm looking.
I think Hulu picked it up, or I forget.
Okay.
But yeah, now he's doing like a tour again. He's getting back into comedy, so I want to go see him in like May 12th or something. He's in Atlanta.
May 12th, ladies.
Yeah, May 12th.
Lady, I'm gonna get you a date.
Anybody should go see it. He's funny. He's really funny.
Ladies, if you are looking for a date on May 12th, holler at Sean J.
Sure.
He wants the energy. He wants your feminine energy.
Feminine energy, yeah. I need your feminine energy to go see this. The show will not be the same without your feminine energy next to me, also enjoying the show.
Exactly. I don't know who this guy is. I'm just listening to him talk about
But
mine.
yeah.
Cool.
No, one of my like old childhood heroes for sure. I love this guy when I was a kid. I still do. He's cool.
Great. And I think we got everything tightened up. We got merch coming. Woo! We got a tour coming soon.
Yes, we do.
And I'm just excited. I think we
very
got a lot of good stuff coming up. So till next week. It's been well. Actually, we'll take off. We're taking a vacation next Saturday.
Yeah, the 9th.
Yeah. So we're taking a vacation. So, but we will have an episode for y'all. Just stay there. Stay there.
Don't move.
We will load you up. Pause. We will make sure we
keep you fully loaded.
fully loaded. All right, y'all. Till next week. Peace.
Peace.